I just go and grow myself differently. So as I grow myself differently, I just focus on showing people exactly my Instagram. So as I grow my Instagram, I want to show them all my photos and what I'm doing. So as I go and really do something to help my life over here, I'm making sure you guys understand straight away that you guys can hear me from different channels. So I'm making sure that I'm learning different aspects of life over here. I'm making sure that you guys can see exactly my Instagram and how it looks. So as I go and grow myself differently, I'm making sure that no matter what, that you guys have to understand that as I go and really speak to the people, that they are watching the screen while I'm speaking to them. And then as my actual video is actually working like this, in terms of my screen recording on Instagram right now, in terms of my nice and beautiful phones, is actually screen recording right now, my actual Instagram profile and how it looks on my phones. Because that's more of the setup that you want than the actual website, in terms of the website browser of the laptop. And the website browser of the laptop is a different kind of screen, but the phone screen is something even better. And now because of this, it looks exactly like this on the phone. And because I understand anyway that what I do is a different way of life over here, and making sure I'm talking to people in different channels over here. So that way I'm understanding that no matter what, that people can understand straight away how I feel. And how I feel is a great way of life. But I want to show people all my Instagram photos so I can go and teach people exactly something that they need to succeed with, to make sure that I can upload this into YouTube as well as my nice and beautiful mini series program. And guess what, Prosh, it's more how it is, yeah? But that's what you guys need to do, and you guys need to be able to go and grow yourselves in different ways to make sure that you understand that you can also use the UCut application here to go and silence the video of your screen recordings and just be able to show the video with no sound. And that way you're able to go into a seminar and just speak over it while people are watching the screen and watching the actual video that you see, for example, and then they're watching the video while you're actually speaking to them at a seminar, is what I mean. So you're just painting pictures to people, and as you're painting pictures to people, you have to understand straight away how I'm focusing on making sure that I show people exactly why I'm doing this. I understand that it's very important for me to have a great image for myself and to be able to have something to recollect upon that's actually helping me move forward. I see Jesus Christ as saying, excellent. I'm making sure that no matter what I do, I never hate Jesus Christ, I never hate anybody. The thing is, every single day, focus on making sure that you're doing something to help people to see exactly how you feel about life. So making sure always that if you're focusing on something of great quality and nature, then make sure that you understand you have to invest in clothing to be able to go and have your fashion photos. And every single day you have to understand that all these nice and beautiful photos that I have is all with technology, with the, and I mean, I have the technology A51 Galaxy with Samsung, which is the Samsung A51 Galaxy, does all my photos. And then also understand that no matter what, that I'm also focusing on understanding that the clothing I do, in terms of the clothing I wear, is also something I give money for. I give money for those clothing so I can have photo shoots that suit my style and who I am. So I'm making sure that I find these backgrounds in life over here to make sure that as I'm really dwelling upon a better life for myself as a fashion model statement, I'm making sure you understand I'm just showing you the first angle over here. I mean, this is only one photo, man. I mean, there's all 10 photos of these nice and beautiful programs in the back of the photos. I want to make sure that you guys understand straight away how it feels. So make sure you understand that no matter what, I can also make a little video here and there to make sure to just explain, hey, I mean, this is just one photo over here. I mean, every single day I have 10 photos per post, and I'm making sure that I understand I can show people per post in separate videos how everything is, and I can show different designs on my Instagram and why I do different designs on my Instagram. And that's the whole business show, man. The whole business show is showing people exactly what I'm doing while I'm actually talking to people, while you guys can see me as well at the seminar, and make it worthwhile my time as well. Make sure that everybody can see exactly no matter what, and I'm making sure I give all the money for that. I give all the money for that because I understand that it increases my popularity on the day. And now, because I understand that no matter what, it's going on YouTube very soon, and that you guys can see straight away what my Instagram looks like at this level of 2021, and it's the 25th of May 2021, and I'm actually understanding that no matter what, I'm just 28 years of age. I'm just 28 years of age, but guess what? I promise you that you have to understand, you have to go and really do this. You have to do every single day fashion statements and different scenarios of fashion modeling. You have to understand straight away that there's always much more inspiration on the table when you're showing more people photos of yourself, because guess what, bro, you need photos of yourself always, and you need to understand why. I mean, look at my photos. Look at my photos of myself. What do you believe of myself looking at these photos of myself? I feel great about that. I feel great looking at my photos right now. I understand, because imagine yourself having all these photos of yourself. I mean, imagine the feeling of how confident you become straight away. You become straight away so confident just being able to do this for yourself. And being able to show your skin. I mean, show your skin as well in the photos as much as you can. And make sure you understand that. I mean, make sure you understand that you're doing all these different types of photos with different backgrounds. I find these backgrounds all in different ways. And in the nice and beautiful photo, that when you click on the photo over here, that you can see that it's at Byron Bay, and you can see at locations. I mean, you can see all these different locations where I did those posts. So if I post a post on the nice and beautiful Instagram, then you can see the location of that post. I mean, you can see exactly where I did that post. And that's the whole point, yeah. I mean, the whole point is leave inspiration on the table so that people can understand what you're doing. But if you're understanding straight away how I feel about life and how I do life, is I make sure that no matter what, I'm looking for a better way of life. But I want to teach people Instagram skills as well on my nice and beautiful day of production in videos and images as well, and words. Which that's the best way to teach people, is at seminars with video and image and writing materials and also words. I mean, and go and really suss out everything that you can every single day to focus upon something that's helping you move forward. But what you need to do is focus on delivering content that's actually helping people to refresh the feed, and just keep refreshing the feed until it works and everything's nice and beautiful always, if you understand how everything feels. So make sure you understand that no matter what, I have over 17,000 photos on Instagram, and it's able to load for me no problem. Understand? So no matter what, that you can see straight away how that feels. And you have to understand straight away that if you understand anything about life, then each post I have is 10 photos each. Each photo I have is 10 photos each. So I'm just showing you one angle. I'm just showing you one angle of those photos. I mean, there's 9 photos behind these photos over here that you see. I mean, it's 10 photos per post. I mean, I'm showing you the first photo here of my Instagram post. I mean, you guys have to understand that as I grow myself here, I mean, you can see that different backgrounds. I mean, it's so inspirational, yeah? So I find all these nice and beautiful backgrounds. I mean, you can see straight away how I feel. So I can show you just that, then I can show you why I'm understanding that you can see straight away how that feels. And as I feel, I just show this nice and beautiful display, and then I go into the next display. And now, because I understand it's all one video, I understand that no matter what, I let it be that way. I just show people very quickly upon the nice and beautiful videos here, and I just direct people into my Instagram, and I show people very quickly upon how to actually do something while creating new content in the videos of other videos, while creating new audio content while you guys are watching me in different ways. So making sure that you understand that at my seminar, that this audio that you're listening to me on is going to be something that's different, and you won't be able to hear this information in my actual seminar while I talk over the videos. I'm talking over this message right now in a way that I'm silencing the message so that you guys can hear what I'm doing in different ways. So this is my Instagram Reels. So while I'm actually talking to the seminar, actually this video that I'm recording on my phone right now is a screen recording. And now it's a screen recording, but what I'm doing is I'm making sure I'm involving everybody in my nice and beautiful video here. And what I'm doing is at the seminar, I'm muting the video of the screen recording here, because I never want the audio to be showing up at the actual seminar. So what I do is I speak over the audio that I'm talking right now of. I'm speaking over this audio in my seminar while also making sure that my screen recording is showing no sound for the screen recording while I'm at my seminar. And then I just talk over it. Well, I talk over it because I have another video cameraman or camera hire and camera woman who's actually doing a nice and beautiful video of me at the seminar over here, and making sure I never want my voice to be heard via my screen recording here. So I'm making sure that I can go and silence this screen recording audio to talk at my seminar in front of people with a video of me showing the display of this, talking in a different manner about it. And that's the whole point, yeah? So I'm actually understanding that I get my message across in different ways here. But the whole point is making sure that you have to use more display screens and more of what you need. But the thing is, I understand that this is branding awareness. And now branding awareness is different, and you have to be teaching people courses really quickly about business and what you're doing, and talk about everything in different ways. But as you talk about different ways of whatever you're doing, you have to understand straight away that when people see this, then they feel that they feel necessary to be able to do it as well. I mean, they feel that somebody is doing it. I mean, you must understand. So those people who are really into themselves are able to go and dwell upon their life in a way that they're enjoying themselves. And as they enjoy themselves, then guess what? I promise you, it's more how it is. So show people one example of everything that you're doing in your nice and beautiful Instagram, because it's all part of the equation, and it's all part of new words and new materials and new ways of doing stuff. But then people get to see exactly the Instagram, and you go through the Instagram really quickly and you show people the main parts. So we click on IGTV videos, and I have my nice and beautiful videos with my actual music production over here. So you can see my actual thumbnails. I mean, my thumbnails are all my photos. I mean, all my thumbnails are all my photos. In terms of YouTube as well, I have to show them my YouTube account over here to show them exactly what I'm doing. Because that way, on a day, you guys can see that no matter what, in the video, I click on the video so I can show people different aspects of what everything is. So as I really dwell upon understanding that it's more how my nice and beautiful video over here is all nice and beautiful IGTV videos. And then people can go through my actual videos and they can see my nice and beautiful videos over here and what I've been doing around my nice and beautiful contents over here. So my IGTV videos are all music production, as you guys can see. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I can just go and just dwell upon my nice and beautiful life in different ways to make sure that you guys can see each and every single video, and that I'm just designing music and I'm just doing music production in my IGTV videos. So that's inspirational because people can see this and they say, whoa, and they see graphic design and see some kind of design over here. So I mean, I just show them all the different patterns of my music production because it's so important to show people that, hey, I'm somebody in music, man, as well. I'm never just a life coach. I'm just also a music producer. And because I'm a music producer, I also am a vocalist. I'm a singer-songwriter as well. And I just write my own electronic music. And I just go and really dwell upon that for myself. And I focus on showing people different areas of my life over here. And I show people different ways of doing stuff for myself to grow. I mean, that's the whole point, yeah? I mean, the whole point is making sure they understand that in other videos, I have older sounding tracks over here. And it's all videos where I have thumbnails in the videos, but guess what? It's more how it is. And then some videos I show that people can see the actual video and what's going on. And then guess what? It's more how it is, yeah? It's more how you have to go and dwell upon that nice and beautiful contents in different ways to show people different sides of what you're doing in the nice and beautiful screening of your products. And you have to show people difference. I mean, sometimes you can see that my head is cut off. my head is cut off over here, but guess what? It's more how I had to try something out. I had to try something new that I've never done before. And that's the whole point, yeah? And the whole point is making sure that I just focus on understanding straight away that I'm learning very quickly upon helping myself to succeed differently. And I'm showing people who I am in real life and making sure that you guys can understand everything in terms of what I've been doing over here. So I'm just focusing on showing people different content over here that, hey, I mean, this is my Instagram channel. I mean, this is my IGTV video. I mean, every single day you have to focus on understanding how to go and see the labels and designs over here. So as you can see these designs, for example, I mean, you can see different designs of whatever I'm doing. I'm doing content, I'm doing music production, I'm doing different content. So as I do different content, I mean that was 37 weeks ago. So as I go and grow my content, I realize over here I have nothing in the tags of the photos or videos in my Instagram at the moment. I'm actually making sure that you understand that I just let it be that way. So what I do now is I show you my nice and beautiful I section over here. And the I section is something that's nice and beautiful, but I have something planning over here where I want to place my nice and beautiful modules, which is coming up very soon. And making sure that you guys can see it's all quotes. I mean, it's all different quotes, yeah? And there's 100 quotes per photos in terms of per highlight. So that's one highlight. And then there's another highlight. And then, I mean, I can turn the page. I can turn the page differently. I mean, you can see that different pages have different quotes. And as I really grow myself differently, you can see I can click on this one here. I can click on this one, has photos of quotes. I mean, in a sense, so it's all quotes. I mean, it's all quotes of 100 photos each in those nice and beautiful highlights. And then you can see, for example, I have 1,779 posts currently on Instagram, which is 1,000 in terms of, which is 10,000. I apologize. 1,779 photos or posts is 17,790 posts of photos in my Instagram now. So you have to understand that since I have 10 photos per post, then you have to go 1,779 times 10. And that's how many photos I have on Instagram right now. I realize now that's 17,790 photos on Instagram right now as of 25th of May 2021. And then on my actual nice and beautiful content over here, in terms of my nice and beautiful way of life over here on my Instagram, I mean, you can see straight away, I'm posting 100 photos a day on my Instagram photos. And you can always see my photos. And now why do I do that? Because my photos over here on my Instagram is something nice and beautiful for me to show you my photos. I mean, or my photos are beautiful. So I show you my photos because I'm beautiful. I mean, that's the way I am, but I show you everything else on YouTube. And now Instagram is a separate video from YouTube. I'm making sure I just show you very quickly upon I'll show you very quickly upon my link as well, so you guys can see exactly how I'm doing. But every single day I post 100 photos on Instagram just like this to make sure that I'm very successful upon what I'm doing. So as I do that, I'm learning more about technology. But let's click on the link over here. And let's click on the link. And you guys can see my actual display screen right here in terms of my Instagram. I mean, look at that. I have a YouTube channel, I have a SoundCloud, I have a nice beautiful Danny's list of millionaire mentors, and I have a nice and beautiful Mother Nature and Danny's Woman Fantasy, and also iTrance Radio, which is the newest trending music that I promote, and I promote all of that. And I understand you guys have to click on it and see. I have an events page, I have an Instagram bio link, description about me page, and also a Facebook page, and also a suicide line and free helpline, and also my music university, and also New World Order. And I have a course over here, which is my 50,000 course and more, and it's on how to lose weight. And also, guess what, Roshi, it's more, I understand that no matter what, it's more that number, because I want to attract people to understand that number. And now I understand that no matter what, that it's much more, our daily audios and podcasts is pretty straightforward. And then free quotes and my daily journal and daily videos and my university and Mega Drive About Me section. So what I'm showing you right now is different areas of whatever it is. So let's click on my YouTube channel, for example. I mean, I click on my YouTube channel, and it goes into my YouTube channel. And you can see straight away my subscribers, my video playlists, and what I have going for me on YouTube right here. And you can see straight away how I'm integrating the process of my thumbnails. And my thumbnails is all photos of me. I mean, you guys can see. So as I click on the thumbnails right now, I just show you very quickly, for example, let's click on this one over here, for example. I mean, I click on photo series over here. I mean, all my photos right here. I mean, all my photos are on the actual thumbnail on my YouTube channel, and that's what you guys have to be doing. When you guys have to be doing this, I mean, you guys have to be doing all of this, where you're posting photos of yourself on the actual thumbnail of the actual YouTube, and place no words on the actual thumbnails of your YouTube account, because the words are on the actual nice and beautiful titles and descriptions of your videos. And that's all you have to do. Alright, now let's have a look over here. Is focus on understanding. I have a SoundCloud at the moment, but for now I understand that no matter what I can open it. But guess what? I mean, it's just the way it is. Actually, it's just the way it is. But with SoundCloud, I'm focusing on understanding to just keep it all going. And on SoundCloud, I have my nice and beautiful EP section over here, where people can just go and start listening to my music tracks really quickly, and they can listen to my music tracks over here. So that's something new where you guys can do SoundCloud. And also I have a Spotify coming up. So then my Danny's list of millionaires, and this is where my mentors are very quickly. And I have posts over here to show you who my list of mentors are over here. So you can see straight away these mentors over here. You can go and see them. You can go and find their names in the descriptions of the actual nice and beautiful Instagram photos, and you can find out exactly who these people are. And you can go to them and you can go and get their information and go and study these people and go and study what makes them so successful. I mean, in a sense. So I mean, every single day you must understand that no matter what, that the more you study people, the better you are. I mean, guess what? I mean, I understand that no matter what, you may find someone over here in this nice beautiful portfolio, and you have to understand that no matter what, you can see my actual nice and beautiful photo over here is the first one, because I'm the founder of this profile. So as a profile, as I do that, I do greater, apologize. Bless I. I click on my link again. I'll show you guys my Mother Nature type of Instagram. So Mother Nature over here is something that I want to show and promote myself over here. I'm making sure I can go and really understand why that is. I realize now what I do over here is I focus on making sure that I show you quickly about everything about life. So let's have a look at my Instagram photos over here. Making sure something did happen. Sometimes the link really, let's say, never did work over here. But making sure anyway that what I want to do is I show you a separate video here of that nice and beautiful image right here. So I'm making sure that no matter what, as I grow myself differently, I'm making sure you can see my Danny's Woman Fantasy program over here, where it's more the woman that you ladies have to be like. In terms of you ladies out there have to look like this, man. I mean, you have to get to the role model of like this. I mean, try to understand that I make an Instagram to show you exactly how you must look like. I mean, you must go and really improve yourself and your structure of the body, and just look at these women over here and become more successful like them. I mean, become more like them and have your own persona and have your own type of repertoire every single day, and show people how you're actually living, and just let it all be. And promote everybody and never hate anybody, but make sure you understand straight away how you feel. And you have to be able to go and promote people differently and make sure you understand that straight away. I just go on Instagram and I post all these nice and beautiful photos of people, and I add the nice and beautiful descriptions of who they are inside the actual message of the Instagram description line. And Instagram has a description or caption, and you can find the Instagrams, and that's the way it is. Yeah, I realize although every single day, that's my other program. So I have 5 Instagram, guys. I have my own Instagram, I have my nice and beautiful $1 Million Mentors Instagram, I have my Mother Nature Instagram, which is 3rd one, I have my nice and beautiful Danny Woman's Fantasy program, which is my 4th Instagram, and iTrance Radio, which is my 5th Instagram. And now that's something that I have to go and do a greater job with that. But the thing is, now I have the videos already for you in another program here. I'm making sure anyway that the case is right now that I'm learning very quickly upon something over here. I mean, you guys can see my events page. I mean, my events page over here is where I am, for example. So you can see 28th of May is something that's nice and beautiful over here. And you guys can go and see the $200 tickets over here to come and see my program. And now it's just my photo, yeah? I mean, just my photo, because you're seeing me and that's it. Actually, on the day, you can see my nice and beautiful Instagram. I say 100 seats available, and you can see how you can develop this kind of program for yourself. And then all you do with Ticketek Online is you click the link, and then guess what? You make yourself a ticket link with Eventbrite. And Eventbrite's very simple for you to get this link, and it's for free. You get this link, and then you can receive money online with your business. Is very important. So what I do is you can see a date and time, and you can see the location and refund policy, and then seminar level 1 type of nice and beautiful description policy that you did place in your actual Facebook description. And then you also can tag the nice and beautiful events page over here. I mean, you can go and place some new tags for yourself if you want, and that way people can find you on those tags. And then guess what, Brochure? Then you press tickets. Brochure, now you go and understand that no matter what, you can press quantity over here of how much photos you want, and in terms of how much general admission tickets you want, and you go press checkout. And go press checkout, and then what happens is you go and place in your first name and confirm your email address, and place your debit card inside, and then CSC number, and then just go and understand straight away. I have to understand that over here you just place the nice and beautiful address line of where you live and what your address is, and are you a business or an individual, and just do that please. But you also have under 8 minutes to do that. I realize although you have more time than that, but you can just close the program and just start all over again. Although the whole point is understanding. If you understand that, then I understand straight away my Instagram description bio link shows more about me. And what I do is I open it up in Mega Drive over here. I'll show you very quickly. And all you do is you have to have the nice and beautiful Mega Drive application here to be able to understand what's going on around here. So what I'm doing is I'll show you that you can open it up in the Mega Drive. So let's open that up in the Mega Drive application. So Mega Drive application over here, I understand straight away that I can see how I feel that no matter what, that I just go and pause the video over here. I mean, make sure you understand anyway. I just realized every single day I never want to type my password in front of you to do anything weird or anything, but make sure you understand that no matter what, I can go and change my password now to a different password. And what I do now is I'll show you the preview content. I'll show you preview content and make sure that no matter what, I realize something, that I just go and change my password with Mega Drive now into a different number somewhere else, so I can do, so I can go and do a greater job for myself. So look at this. I mean, you can see exactly who I am. I'm a life coach. I'm a public speaker. I'm a business. I'm a loving music producer. I'm a European, Caucasian background, Yugoslavian. I'm a comedian. I'm a health coach. I am a Jesus Christ follower. I'm a resource. I'm a James Bond of growth. I create any genre. I mean, look at that. I mean, this is where I was working before. I was working before as a forklift driver and waiter and van driver. I mean, I'm a social media influencer. I mean, my net worth is Jesus Christ. I'm Serbian background. I'm Serbian Balkan. I understand. I'm a language enthusiast. I'm never violent. I mean, do you understand the picture? Because that's my Instagram bio link. So I'll show you my actual Instagram bio link. But let's have a look over here to just see quickly upon actually just going and downloading the file, for example. So if you download the file over here, and if you download that Instagram file, then guess what? Probably it may download. So make sure you understand that some phones do download this, but I understand that with my phone over here, if I try to open it, then somehow it never actually downloads. But that's just a nice, beautiful experience for you to understand that with that file there, that you must understand that you have to understand it's just an example of what Mega Drive can offer you in terms of life. So for myself, I understand that no matter what, I just move on, and I make sure that you guys can understand you can open this in browser too, somehow. I realize, although for now, I realize that it's just a Mega Drive. So you guys have to download the actual phone application Mega Drive to be able to see my Instagram bio link. And that's the way it is. So what I do is I understand I have to put a nice and beautiful affiliate marketing program in that, so people can go through my link over here, so they can sign up for my affiliate link over here, so I can do a greater job for myself. And also, now my Facebook page, in terms of my Facebook page, is very different. I'm making sure I'm showing people very quickly the notion of everything in terms of what I have. So you can see my number, and you can see my entrepreneur and business service and financial service. And you can see my Instagram bio link is right here, so I can click on my Instagram from that point, and it goes into my Instagram. And you have to have everything into a nice section and nice and beautiful way of remedies for yourself. And then what you do is understand that no matter what, I just move on from that point. And I also have a suicide and free helpline from this point, and you can see straight away how I'm just doing live over here. So you can see that no matter what, that I have this nice and beautiful invite link where other people are joining my groups in different ways, and they're just calling me, and they can go and really join my group, for example, and you guys can call me on that number. And no matter what, you guys can just join me in my chat over here. And then what I do is I move on. And what's the point over here? I mean, the point is understanding straight away. You have to go and give a service for free sometimes. And you have to understand that what's important is if they call you on that number, then guess what? Probably it's more how you have to deliver the message here. I mean, I have to deliver the message to give that guy a call to make sure that no matter what, that they call me on that number. So what I do is I move on. I make sure that no matter what, I can talk to people here and there. I'm making sure that what's important for myself is over here, you guys can open up in the browser over here, my actual music university and what I'm doing. So you can see I have 1,600 folders and more over here in my music work section. And you can see 2,415 files here. And you can go and open that up as well in your beautiful sections over here. And you can go and listen to my music tracks right now. And all you do is you can see my music tracks here. And let's just click the mini mix, for example. I click the mini mix and go into an MP3 file, and now you can go and really listen to that nice and beautiful file. But the thing is right here that you have to understand that you have to download the application of Mega Drive to be able to do that, and that's how it is. So I understand that no matter what, that is why. I realize now what I want to do now is I want to show you straight up really quickly upon what you need to do. Also is you have to have yourself an audio podcasts section, so I'll just show people very quickly upon everything. So I understand that I have to go and move forward regardless. So my New World Order is something of politics nature, and I can help you to see that as well, which is just a PDF file of showing my nice and beautiful politics range of what I believe about politics. And that's something different that you guys can open up in the browser over here. And there's a Serbian Croatian one and an English one. So I understand that you can open it up in the browser. But the thing is with Mega Drive over here, because they are such people like that, I understand that they are people who you have to understand that they need you to download the Mega Drive, and I need you to download the Mega Drive application to do that. But that's how it is, and that's the kind of service they have. That you download the Mega Drive for free to be able to open all this. But you can see my actual content over here, and my actual results and images in terms of my weight loss programs are right here. I've actually already shown you that. I'm not saying that no matter what I can move on from that, but you can open it up anyway into a nice and beautiful program over here, which is just photos of myself over here, which is all different photos. So you can click on that photo over here and you can actually see the program. I mean Mega Drive is allowing you to see the program here. I mean you can see the photos, yeah, which that's all different. And I'm making sure that anyway I can show people very quickly upon the notion of what I'm doing around my Instagram and my business today, and this is all part of it. So that the whole point is on my seminar show, I'm showing this whole program, because that way people get to see me doing it in front of their face. And I show people exactly my facial expressions about everything too. So people can also open my audios over here, and they can see straight away the audio section is everything in the phone right now, and they may be able to open it. So let's have a look. I mean, my motivational courses is right here. I have all these motivational courses, and also the dates are on there. And you can see, for example, that Mega Drive wants you to open it. And guess what, parachute? Because you understand I'm with Mega Drive, I post all this on Mega Drive. So just go and get yourself a Mega Drive is what I'm saying. But get your Mega Drive on my link. And get your Mega Drive on my link over here. And that way I'm understanding that no matter what, that you guys can see how that goes. I'm sure that what I do every single day, that what I want to ask for is always understand straight away. You go and understand straight away to be greater and greater. But Mega Drive allows you to open my free quotes section over here. And that's the whole point, yeah. I mean, just go and understand straight away that what you need to do is you can open stuff in browser, but you can only open the images in browser, and that's it. I mean, the PDF files and the videos is something that you have to open in Mega Drive to be able to do that. But my quote section over here, I mean, I can click on course 8, and each of my courses has 1001 images. I'm making sure you understand that. And this just opens up really quickly for you. I mean, look, this opens really quickly up for you. And what you do is you go and just see that you can see this section over here as well. There's the phone, and it's all part of the program. It's all part of everything that I'm doing. So as I do that, I mean, you can see that you can open the contents. I mean, you can open and start reading for yourself. And you can just keep reading and keep reading. I mean, it's all really quickly done, and it's all how it is. But then you can download the section. And now that's something different that I want to teach you as well. And I want to teach you how to do that as well. So I'm making sure that no matter what, that for now, I want to show you my daily journal. I want to make sure that I want to teach you everything about this nice and beautiful program here, regardless. And I just want to go and do my content regardless of what's going on. So I can actually go and show you something really quickly. So you can open my writing journal here, and you can understand to read first, and also you can see what's going on in my journal over here. So I have a 3-year journal and more. I'm making sure you understand that I put the dates of what day it is, and for example, just on the 21st and just on the 24th of May. I mean, today's the 25th of May. I mean, you have to understand that you can go and see the actual journals that I have over here. I mean, you can see the journals like that, but if I open this folder here, I mean, you can see my journals. I mean, my journals are all nicely sweet for you over here to read, and you can go read upon information I wrote about my life. Yeah, and so that's in August last year. Right shoulder, that's in August last year. So I'm making sure that no matter what, as I go and grow myself now, I just click on the link again. But do you guys realize where my caption is? I mean, where's my writing on my actual Instagram? I mean, you can see only the word I, yeah? But you can only see there's a little word I there. And there's my link. I mean, but where's the caption? And the caption is over here. When the caption is over here in terms of my bio link. I mean, you guys can see the actual nice and beautiful Instagram bio link is right here. So you can see the Instagram bio link, and you can see that no matter what. I just remind myself anyway. I click in the bio link over here to just show the crowd as well that it's Instagram bio in the description right here. And I said, so no matter what, that people can see the Instagram bio description in different areas of my Instagram. And then you can see that no matter what, I make my Instagram very clean, yeah? Because there's less writing on it, and there's only numbers. You guys can see only numbers and the word I in my Instagram, and just a link there. But guess what? If you see, for example, with my nice and beautiful content over here, I mean, you can see since I'm actually doing my nice and beautiful Instagram content, I'm making sure that you understand I do my audio programs while I'm actually doing my Instagram. So that's why you see no captions there. But over here, before I was even actually doing my content on audio programs, I made sure that you understand that before I was doing some quotes over here. I was doing some quotes over here before, and because I was doing some quotes, you guys have to also understand that if you're never doing audio programs, then you can also understand that you can see, for example, 10 photos each. And you guys can see straight away 10 photos per program, and you can see my different photos, yeah? And you can click and see my different photos. And it's all 10 photos each, man. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's all 10 photos of my photos, and you can just go through every single photo. And it's all different photo shoots of different targets and different information, of showing you different ideas about how to go and do fashion. So you can do that. And also I want to show you quickly, I want to show you that nice and beautiful Notion over here to show you something about how I was doing my Instagram bio link over here. So as you can see over here, I mean, I see if you notice to do more content, and then I understand either way. You guys can see that information there. There's also Instagram information there. There's also Instagram information there. And there's also Instagram information there. I write all these nice and beautiful content right here, and that's my quotes. And these are, I write my quotes over here. I mean, these are all my quotes. I mean, now I understand my YouTube section over here also has something of quotes that I can write as well. So I actually can go and show you that too. So everything's nice and beautiful for you there. And then what I do is I show you really quickly. I show you my nice and beautiful Instagram YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel very quickly goes into the nice and beautiful videos on my playlist over here. And all I do is I make sure that no matter what, you guys can go into my playlists and you guys can go and see exactly what I was doing with my life coaching videos. So when you click on my life coaching video, for example, you guys can see that no matter what, it's a free program, but then you can go and click on my actual description. And the description has a nice and beautiful link over here. And let's have a look. Actually, it's more how it is, but how I understand straight away how I feel. I feel that this one has just an Instagram link right here. But have a look at this. So in my actual nice and beautiful YouTube account over here, I'm making sure you guys understand. I just have to go into videos. I have to find those actual nice and beautiful photos and motivational series here. So this motivational series here has my beautiful Instagram links and everything. So making sure that no matter what, that I'm looking at the description file over here. So each and every single YouTube video is something new, and you guys have to understand how I can just go over it and I can go and show you different areas of life. So make sure you understand that it's just there. I mean, my nice and beautiful actual, let's say, nice and beautiful descriptions are there, but I leave quotes on the table here. Make sure you understand that I can go backwards as well, and I can show you something about the nice and beautiful content really quickly over here. So it's more how it is, and how it is, I understand, is my acting series over here, but my comedy series. I can go and press, let's say, I can go and save it here, but the thing is, my actual quotes over here in terms of life, I have my quotes on my YouTube series over here. I mean, when I click on the quotes, I mean, you can see the quotes here. You can see the nice and beautiful quotes here. I mean, you can see what day I did publish that on. You can see I do all type of quotes as well inside my YouTube account when I'm actually never doing audio programs. But when I'm doing audio programs, and that's why you may just see a link there, or you may see no quote there, because I'm doing my actual audio programs instead, and it's just going into an audio program, and that's why. Whereas my quotes are going into an audio program instead of the actual captions on Instagram and YouTube. So that's why I do that. And that's why you never see from now on, or make sure you understand that you may see a quote here and there on my actual captions, but that's because I'm doing my audio program and all those quotes and captions are going into my audio program instead. And that's why I'm understanding to just keep skipping on in a better way. So as I go and understand my daily videos over here, I mean, guess what? Probably you guys can see, but make sure you understand that no matter what, it's much more how it is. I have to show you this nice and beautiful occasion party over here to just color the texture so you guys can see my gigabytes over here. I have gigabytes over here, but look, I have over 759 gigabytes of videos that I want to show you. So what I do is I show you differently on a phone screen how it looks. I mean, you guys can see courses over here about my workout courses. I mean, you guys can see workout courses over here, and also you can see how I was. And then also in the busking performances over here, I mean, you guys can see my busking performances over here. I mean, you guys can see how that looks. I mean, you guys can see exactly how my beautiful comedy in terms of my life over here, in terms of my busking performances is. And you can see how my photos are in some occasions over here, and you can see how I was. Alright, now that's a lot of courses right there, because that's a lot of information. But then you can see, for example, my motivational courses as well. I mean, you can see, I'll give you the background images of how it was. I mean, you can exactly see what's behind the video. I mean, you see what's behind the video. I mean, you can see it's just my face, yeah. I mean, that's how it is. So no matter what, I can just show you even more of that. But making sure anyway, I just move on for now. I mean, you guys can go through it. But now all I want to show you is my university. Is a link that just goes straight to my university. But you guys can all sign up through my link over here in my Mega Drive, so that you guys understand straight away. You can find Mega Drive through that way or through another way. So whatever is up to you, whatever you like to do, you can do that. Alright, so every single day, just understand that no matter what, I'm always understanding, I'm learning, growing. I'm never relying on affiliate marketing or other people to get me money. I'm never relying on other people to sign up to my programs or anything like that. Alright, so I'm never expecting other people to come to my programs. I'm never expecting other people to give me money or anything, even when I ask. Or I'm never expecting them to give me money, even when I ask for it. In a sense, so I just go my own way. I just go the successful direction of my life in different ways, and I'm making sure that no matter what, that people can study upon helping myself and everybody to succeed in different ways. But this video has been going on for about 39 minutes, but that's just how it is. And what I want to do is during the seminar sometime, I want to be able to play this video sometime during the seminar. I want to be able to show people different areas of life because they deserve it, and you guys deserve to have a great success here. Approach the whole point is every single day, just learning to make sure that people here are just listening to me speak. So that's my actual music university. I mean, 2.8 terabytes of information so far. and I give around $15 a month. I give around $33 a month to have this nice and beautiful program every single month, where I can go and upload all my photos and all my quotes and all my files and all my nice and beautiful PDFs and journals and all my nice and beautiful quotes and images and videos and audio programs and all my courses all in one. But I give $33 a month to have an online storage, because where else do you want to put your content in terms of your videos and files that you have? I mean, you have to store it somewhere online, yeah? So I use Mega Drive. And I start making courses. I start making all these programs. I start having a database of my files online. I mean, where do I put all these files? On the laptop? I mean, do I put it on the laptop? I mean, do I put it on the USB? I mean, where does the USB? I mean, that USB can get lost. Somebody can steal that USB, but Mega Drive has a code where you can press the code, just like blockchain, and it's like online data, man. I mean, you can find all my files. I mean, where do I store all these files of my content and music and everything, man? I store it on a website somewhere, yeah? I mean, Mega Drive is the website. I mean, Mega Drive is all the website for all of this. I mean, you can see straight away, I store my audio right here. I mean, I store the audio right here, then I delete it from my phone, so I delete it from my actual laptop and everything. But then I download it whenever I want, and that's something else I want to show you. I want to show you how to download content into your phone from my actual Mega Drive whenever you want. And then guess what? I'll show you About Me section. About Me section is just about me, about my photos and my life. It's a different type of folder. So that's something different, but make sure you understand that you have to make sure that all your links are working, and just be able to check your links every single day. Check your links every single day to make sure everything's working. And that way you understand straight away how you feel. And how you feel must be something much greater for yourself, but you're showing everything through one link anyway. So make sure you understand that it's much more professional for your links to work anyway, to make sure that you're doing a greater job for yourself. So as you're doing a greater job for yourself, then understand that you must be linking information, and you must be doing something greater always, to do something different in whatever you're doing, to explain yourself in different ways to the different people who are listening to your audio programs and videos. So you can see over 423 gigabytes in just my About I section. And look, I mean, where do I store all these files about I? I mean, I have to use Mega Drive. I have to use these programs. I mean, you can see where I am. I mean, you can see this is EP files of where I was before and where I am now. I mean, currently in Sydney. I'm currently in Sydney right now. And you can see random photos, for example. I mean, random photos. I mean, what's in my random photo section? I'll show you. Well, you guys can just scroll down to see exactly what's in my photos right now. And either way, I realize what's important for me is understanding that no matter what, as I grow myself quickly, I make sure that no matter what, I'm just learning. I'm learning how to go and do whatever I need to do to make sure that I'm successful. I mean, you guys can open these nice and beautiful photos really quickly and understand that no matter what, it's more how it is. I'm actually understanding that no matter what, it's lagging right now. I'm never lagging, but the thing is, every single day, you have to learn sometimes that if you have so many files in a program over here, then focus on understanding that it's much more how it is, yeah? And that can be open. I mean, you can be opening this in a file very quickly. So that's why I'm understanding that no matter what, it's more how it is. And that's just loading, and the actual Mega Drive is loading. So what I want to show you is just a Mega Drive again. I want to show you some other type of folder over here. I want to make sure that no matter what, that you guys are learning very quickly upon how to actually go throughout content. And then I want to go to a Mega Drive personally to go and really download this folder for myself, to go and actually do a greater job for myself over here. So that's the whole point, yeah? I mean, the whole point is making sure that you have a password or something that's actually working for you. Make sure you understand that you can pause the subject or line or something like that. It's much better I do so, because I understand that people can get a pattern straight away about numbers and everything in terms of life. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that as I really grow myself, I'm focusing on making different complicational numbers so people never ever go and get into my programs or anything like that. So I can make a code, a passcode that has full of numbers that's complicational, so that you never ever fucking get in the actual program, man. I mean, if you have a simple number, like anything that's the same number all over again, or anything that's the number that's going up and down here or something like that, I mean, you must understand. I mean, it's more how I feel. So what I do is I make sure that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So as I'm really doing this, I mean, you guys can see, for example, my old home photos. I mean, look at my old home photos. I mean, this is where I was. I mean, this is how I was living before. I mean, my photos online. I mean, you can go check out my life over here and how my life was. I mean, you can see exactly what you need to do in my actual folder over here, and you can see, for example, my trip to Makaska photos, for example. I mean, my Croatian trip and how that was. I mean, you can go and see different life expectancies of how my life was before and what I was eating and what I was doing over here. And you can see Makaskar, for example, in Croatia over here. I mean, you can see how beautiful over there is. I mean, you can see it. And then you guys get the picture, yeah? So what I want to show you right now is just Mega Drive. So I have a Mega Drive application, and this is how I store everything on my phone. I want to show you that as well. I want to show you something different about my phones and how I do content. So that's something different now I want to show you, that I just go and do this and then let it be. I'm making sure that no matter what, it's more how I have privacy much more, and I'm making sure that no matter what, as I have privacy, I understand that everything, I mean, everything is an image, but making sure that no matter what, I want to teach people that too. I want to make sure that I want to show people something different. But let's say, for example, you want to go and study my Sydney photos over here. I have random photos. I mean, this is Mega Drive. I mean, Mega Drive opens for you right away what you want. I mean, whatever you want, man. I mean, you can see the photos of all the Mega Drive over here. I mean, you can see all my photos really quickly upon all my random photos of what I actually post in my Mega Drive. You can see it straight away upon how that is. I mean, they're random photos, yeah? I mean, then you can see Mega Drive is really quickly opening and everything, and then you can see my fashion photos on the day and how my fashion photos is. I mean, you can see really quickly upon how I actually go and see my actual fashion photos really quickly. I mean, you guys can see how my actual photos are really quick into the notion of what I'm doing. And for example, let's have a look at my fashion photos over here. I have fashion photos all over the place. So over here, for example, in Coffs Harbour, I have some fashion photos. I have 500 files over here. Make sure you understand. Look, I mean, look at this. I mean, this is how I view my photos. I view my photos really quickly like this in Mega Drive. I mean, look, I can see my actual photos. I can see 500 photos in so quick. I can see really quickly. So as I really understand, the Mega Drive is loading all these photos and everything quickly. I mean, look at my photos. So as I show you really quickly upon what's going on, I mean, you guys can see my photos are loading really quickly, and they're just loading upon Mega Drive. But the thing is that you have to let it be for a bit. You know, I mean, you have to let it be. But then I can just go and see these photos, and they're loading, yeah. But the thing is that once it loads, then you can go and see your photos, for example. And then all you do is you can go like this, and you just start loading and loading and loading, and it loads all. I mean, it loads fully, and then you can go into the photos really quickly upon something that you're doing. So the whole point is understanding that no matter what, that as you go throughout photos and whatever you're doing, you can see how you can actually see your photos. And I get the picture. I understand. I understand all that. Now, I mean, let's say you want to download something on my courses on my Nice and Beautiful Mega Drive. So what you can do, for example, is you can go to MP3 file over here, and let's say Adonotopia soundtrack, for example, and let's go mini mix, and the mini mix is over here. I mean, let's play it. I mean, let's play it right now. I mean, you can. I mean, that's already something different. That you can just go into my actual Mega Drive and you can download that. But then you can go and press download, and you can say save to device, and it's already downloaded. I understand. Although, guess what? Although, let's have a look at these other nice and beautiful content over here. Where I understand that you can go into my Mega Drive, which I realize which is my videos over here. So I mean, let's go to my how-to course over here. And my how-to courses is right here somewhere. So making sure that I can go into my how-to courses, and you guys can see straight away how you guys can see my videos. You guys can see my videos like this very quickly, and it loads the video image into the Nice and Beautiful Mega Drive right here. And making sure you guys understand that. So I mean, I just go and understand it's 1.33 gigabytes, and you can see the date of when I did upload it. You can go and click on my stuff every single day on my Mega Drive, and you can just say file info, and when did he upload it? And he just did upload it on the 24th of May, and this time. Guess what? Anyway, you guys can go and see exactly when I actually upload. I mean, you guys can see exactly when I upload my videos, and you guys can see also which course it is. I mean, you guys can see, for example, which course it is because I have a title and everything on it. And what you do is you can click on the video, and you can watch it online. And you can watch it online, and my actual course is right there, and it teaches you what kind of video it is right away, and it just uploads, and you guys can watch it right away in your phones. And it's very simple, and it's a simple project to be able to go and do that for yourself. And then you have to understand it does load eventually, but guess what? Actually, it's much more how it's a 1 gigabyte file. So what you do, instead of doing that, instead of watching your files online, just go and watch my files by downloading the file, and just say save to device. And it starts to download. Download is starting. It starts to download the whole. It starts to download the whole video into your files. And then guess what? Then you watch it on. Then watch it offline always. So as I understand straight away, you can go into your phone from that point, and you can watch it offline. So as I go in my phone over here, I make sure that you understand you guys can watch it and it's right in your phone right here. And then all you do is, right now, you go and open it in video player, and guess what?
Welcome you very much. I'll make sure every single day you guys understand.
Then you can understand to go watch the video straight away into your phone. And into your phone it goes, yeah? That's the whole point. So, there you go. That's how you actually learn how to grow. So, every single time I understand that no matter what, as I go and grow myself, I understand that the shame over here is nothing in comparison to what I understand. So I'm understanding that every single day, there's no shame for me to grow myself. So what you do is you can pause the actual content and you can also delete it. And you can cancel all transfers and cancel all transfer. And then all you do is understand that you can go into my quotes sections over here. You can go to my quotes or audios. You can download my audio programs. You can download my audio programs. You can just go file and save the device in my audio programs, and then just go and see that it's downloading, yeah? And then you go into your files in your actual Samsung or audio Android or any kind of iPhone you have, and you go and read it and go and understand to just drive a car or something like that and just be reading audio programs along the way. And then also you can go to my nice and beautiful content over here, which is my photos over here with quotes, and you can download the whole folder. You can see file info. You can see it's 800 megabytes of total size, and it contains 1001 images. And you can see when I did place the actual content inside the mix of my Mega Drive, and then you can go and just say download, and it saves all the files into your download folder. And then as that's downloading, I'm making sure that no matter what, that I can download it fully. I can make sure that you guys understand that files, in terms of those files, start downloading into your phone. Look at that. It just starts really downloading all the files really quickly into your phone. And when you see that files, for example, when you go into the files over here, I'm making sure that you understand straight away how I feel. And how I feel is I understand that I'm just learning very quickly upon something here. I'm understanding that it's much more how I feel, that it's much more images. And images is something that you have to understand. So what I'm doing over here is I'm learning how to just go and persuade myself to just keep going. And the thing is, every single day is learn how to go and appreciate yourself into the greater manner. But look at the images. And look how she looks at you. It's just images, yeah? But that's just images. The funniest thing about life is looking at the images of life and never be shaming yourself. But Jesus Christ does this too. But guess what, Broshi, it's much more how I feel. I feel that you guys have to understand that it's all images. Broshi, images is nice and beautiful, isn't it? But guess what, Broshi, it's much more how I feel. And how I feel is I want to show you that. I want to show you that personally. Look, I have images here too. Look. Come on, man. Images over here. Look. What? Yeah. Look, for fuck's sake. What? Just an image, yeah? Look at this woman, man. What? Look at her. She's beautiful, huh? They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Come on. But guess what, bro? That's how it is. And the thing is that you can see how they look, yeah? But I promote them. And every single day, learn to understand something. That if you're embarrassing yourself here, then guess what? Why? Why? I never feel embarrassing. I never feel embarrassing about anything. But that's how I promote these people. And as I promote people, then guess what, bro? I feel that no matter what, that people can understand me and how I feel about life. But guess what, bro? It's more how I understand straight away. That I have no shame about anything, but I want to show you something quick. I want to show you something quickly. Now the thing is about life over here, if you're showing yourself and what you understand about life, then show exactly the nice and beautiful persuasion party of understanding that what you want out of life over here is to succeed differently, and make sure that you're understanding straight away it's all different. And I have no shame. I have no shame about this, man. Make sure you understand that I understand straight away how I feel. And these images make me feel good. These images make me feel good. What's the difference between these images here? What's the difference? It's the same thing. Both images make me feel good. Both images make me feel good. So that's how it is. There's plenty of images out there for you to watch, and there's no shame about this. But the thing is, right now, I understand that no matter what, that it's just how it is. I see Jesus Christ is laughing with me here. But look, here. Look at the photos, man. There's your photos of all the images that you're downloading into your phone. And it's all into your phone right here. So no matter what, I feel that no matter what, it's much more how I feel. That on this day, I feel that it's just much more. Or it's much more for me to understand that it's much more how I feel. And as you download the photos, then you can go and delete them. And you can delete the whole file from your phone and category. But guess what? It's much more how I feel that I went in a nice and beautiful direction over here to make sure that I'm just showing you guys very quickly upon how to go and deliver content. But making sure that as I go and grow myself differently, and guess what? I mean, I can always connect the videos together and I can go and make a nice and beautiful presentation of myself in New Cut application to make sure that everything's nice and beautiful in a way that I can cut out certain sections of my video, and it can be like that too. But that's the thing, yeah. So what I do now is I show you that no matter what, you guys can see on the side over here, these nice and beautiful terabytes. So once I get to 8 terabytes over here, I start giving another amount of dollars, like $40 a month or something like that. And then it goes from 8 terabytes to 16 terabytes. And then from 16 terabytes, it goes into 10 euros a month. So I just give around $12 a month from that point on. So it goes, it goes up to $40 a month, and then it goes up to $12 a month. In a sense, so it's more around it's around $12 a month. In a sense, so what you need to do is be professional about your attitude and everything you are. Have no shame. Have no shame. But I want to teach you guys much more about everything. I want to teach you more about what the scenarios of everything is. So make sure you understand that what's important is understand from this point on, I can go and finish off my seminar over here because that's what it is. But guess what? I probably should have a nice and beautiful image of myself as well on my phone so I can give you that idea. And that's the whole point, yeah? You can see my beard. Look at my beard. It's such a beautiful beard, isn't it? So that's why I'm understanding that I'm going to place this one over here, around here, in terms of life. And then you guys can see where my nice beautiful direction is going. But what I want to show you really quickly is a little bit. I just go and really understand straight away to do better. I have a nice and beautiful business over here. So what I'm doing is I go to Quotes Creator. I can start creating a quote. And it looks something like this. There we go. Boom. I can just go click this. And I can save the image, yeah? I can save the image, or I can change my quote into a different font, and I can change it into a different font. I can go and change it into anything I want, man. And I can change the color as well. I can change the color of actual words as well. And it can be different words as well. So you must understand. So I can do that. And those are one of my applications over here. So I'm making sure that no matter what, it's more how I feel. And how I feel is that no matter what, I talk over everything. I talk over all that. And that's the funniest thing, yeah? But guess what? I promise you, I never care about what people think about me. The thing is now, I can put a photo. I can put a photo. I can put a nice and beautiful word over here to say social media. I say social business. It's social business. And guess what? I promise you, it's more how it is. You can do social business here, and you can see social products over here with YouTube and a nice and beautiful YouTube studio and UCut video editor and Facebook and Twitter and internet and spending tracker and SoundCloud and voice recorder, and then Gmail and video to MP3 converter and trip light viewer file in terms of the transport application over here, and then also screen recorder and percentage calculator and clock, and also DJ application. I'm a music producer. I also have WhatsApp and calculator and translator, and there's a Google Translator and Google Drive, and also Google in terms of an extra website that I can go to see websites, and then Canva, image design and video designs, and also cover designs, and also Spotify, realestate.com.au, and Eventbrite, which is my Ticket Tech online thing, where I can go and check and double check is it working in terms of my links, in terms of all my tickets online. And I can go and check to click the link, and it goes into the application, and then it shows me that it's working. So then I have a Didi service application where people can come and pick me up in terms of car service like Uber, and I also have music player and Snapchat. I realize although here I have blockchain in terms of Bitcoin stuff going. I have gallery, I have calendar, I have maps, I have Play Store and clock and settings and phone and percentage calculator and MyGov code. I realize this one here. I can go and remove this. I don't even need that anymore. But the thing is, I have camera. I have the messages here. I have settings as well. I realize this one is just I say new tactic. Say new tactic. And guess what? I promise you can make whatever it is. And guess what? I promise you my journals is here. Whereas my journal is right here. On the 25th of May, I have a journal coming up that I'm learning to just go and write that down. And as I go and understand, I have a nice and beautiful get together in terms of what I need to get before the 28th of May. And that way I understand straight away. You guys can see my talks over here. And I'm understanding my talk today. And I can go into my phone and talk to you whatever I want in terms of whatever I want to show you. But there's a lot to cover. And there's a lot to cover over here. And then you guys can see my mentors list and who I want to promote in my next mentors list lineup. So you guys are yet to see that. And then also anything I want to actually grab something that's new already. I understand sleeping mask over here is something I have to get myself for nunchucks as well. And I understand that it's all different, yeah. So I create these links, and then I have a nice beautiful Instagram link party over here. I'm saying that no matter what, I can go and copy this, I copy it, and I paste it into YouTube. I copy and I paste it into YouTube. And I post it like that. And then that's that. And then also anything else is just right here. So I place this one into all one folder. And everything's in one folder here. So this is all just random applications. And that's it. Yeah. So welcome guys into my PowerPoint presentation. I just want to make sure that you guys understand what I'm doing around here. I'm making sure that you guys can find my nice and beautiful contents. So my content over here is my PowerPoint presentation, and everything's in my phone right now, guys. So I want to show you strictly what my PowerPoint presentation is all about. So as I go and grab myself, I want to show you quickly upon my PowerPoint presentation. So let's have a look. So this is a nice and beautiful way to understand that when I go and do live, I go through the nice and beautiful synonyms list. So you can see the actual nice and beautiful way of life. So it's thesaurus.com, and you can go in the synonym section of the actual mediator or the nice and beautiful synonyms words over here, and you can go and connect the nice and beautiful way of life. So just go and type that nice and beautiful website there, and then guess what? Then you go into this website here. So you have to understand that it's a synonyms page, and guess what? Whereas when you're connecting words, I mean, all you want to be doing in terms of words over here is making sure that you're learning how to really study yourself and your empathy about life, and you're making sure that you can go and connect the words like this together. And say, advocate is arbiter. I see arbiter is arbitrator. I see arbitrator is broker. I see broker is go-between. So go-between is intermediary. I mean, intermediary is judge. I see judge is negotiator. I see negotiator is peacemaker. I see peacemaker is referee. I see referee is troubleshooter. I mean, go connect all those words together in actual content, and then go and click on those words. I mean, you can click on these words together. I mean, you can click on those words, and what happens with those words is you can go and find other words, and you just go and connect the words and synonyms together, because that way you're learning every single day. And do this once you wake up. When the first thing you do when you wake up is you do your synonyms connection. The first thing you do up when you're actually waking up, in terms of waking up, is go and connect all your synonyms words together. And the first thing you do when you wake up is connect your synonyms words together like this. Every single time. It's very important for you to understand how to grow yourself in your PowerPoint presentation. So make sure you understand that if you're going and really doing something around PowerPoints, then understand to see how I'm doing my PowerPoints in this video. But make sure you understand that no matter what, the synonyms in the day of life is something that's actually working for you every single day, to make sure that you understand that you can go and connect all these words together to make yourself smarter daily. And make sure you're doing it daily, because that way you're learning very quickly upon how to be a star and how to actually understand your life. But look at my ideas over here, and look at what I have over here in terms of my PowerPoint. I have apps and YouTube and maps and translator in terms of Google Translator. I have Gmail. I have my seminar level 1 tickets over here in terms of anything that has my nice and beautiful, let's say, event list somewhere. I'll make sure that no matter what, that if I have an event with a TikTok online somewhere, I want to be able to click that link to see is it working. And I want to be able to click that link to send other people the link of my ticket whenever I want. So it's right there, yeah? So I can just click that link to get the link of the code of that link of Ticketek to send to other people to get my tickets. And that's what that link there is. And then Google Play is right here, where Google Play has some subscription notices inside of that Google Play, where I have some subscriptions there. So I click that link and it takes me to the nice and beautiful, in terms of, it brings me to the nice and beautiful subscription list. Then I have the nice and beautiful rhyme zone over here. And the rhyme zone is something different, where it's the same thing as synonyms, but it's just rhyming words together. You're just rhyming words together, and you're just doing something different for yourself in different ways. And that's all I have right now for this nice and beautiful image. But make sure you understand that you have to go and really connect these words together, because connecting words together is something that helps you to grow in different ways, and you're making sure that you have a greater mindset because of that. And once you have a greater mindset because you're connecting words together all the time, you can always move on very quickly, and you can understand straight away how to do life greater. So no matter what I'm doing, guys, I'm making sure that you understand straight away how I feel. So no matter what, you can see, for example, this image over here. I mean, what is the best photo image in terms of the nice and beautiful content of this image right now? I mean, you must understand that the actual smallest detail of this nice and beautiful content in terms of the design of this content right now is something that's actually working, and it's something that's really nice and beautiful. I mean, what do you believe it is? I mean, you must understand. I mean, look at the word I here. I mean, look at the word I. Do you see it? I mean, that little design there of the word I here is the best way of life over here. I mean, look at that design over here where you can see the word I. I mean, you can see the I word. I mean, you can see this woman has her eye in the direction of that you can never even see a word I. But you can see the word I here. I mean, you can see the word I. I understand, but thing is that the best design of this nice and beautiful photograph right now is actually the word I here. I mean, you can see the I here. I love you. I love you. And that's why you have to understand that the second best type of content over here to find in terms of the best design of this photo is the word I. I mean, the word I. I mean, you can see the eye of the reindeer is the best design of the photo. I mean, the eye of the reindeer right now is the best design of this photo. I mean, you understand that? I mean, why is that? Because it's the word I. I love you. I mean, that's why. I mean, what's the second best design of this photo? I mean, the second best design has to be something closer to the eye. I mean, it has to be something closer to the eye. I mean, look at the eyelashes. Look at the eyelashes. I mean, that's the second best design of the photo right here. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So what you need to realize is if you're growing yourself differently, and you're making sure that you're learning very quickly upon this photo over here, and look at the distance between the photo of the nice and beautiful eye and the whole photo. I mean, look how small the eye is. I mean, the eye is very small, isn't it? I mean, the eye is very small, but the eye is also very big as well. But that's why I'm understanding that if you understand anything about the eyelashes there as well, I mean, look how big that eyelashes is. But guess what? I mean, you must understand that everything in terms of what I'm saying here is the word I. I mean, make sure you understand that, let's say the second best one, which is the eyelashes here. I mean, look how big her eyelashes are, comparing it to the whole photo. I mean, it's the smallest detail, isn't it? I mean, that's the smallest detail. But the eye is even closer to, I mean, the eye is actually closer than the eyelashes. Eye is the eye here. I understand, so that's the best design of the photo. But anything that you're actually designing, and I can actually go and create this nice and beautiful video design of images to teach you about images, and how I can go into Instagram and I can show you different cover designs, how to make your cover designs, and how to go and do that much greater for myself also. So I can show you something greater. So if I show you this photo here, I mean, what's the best design here? I mean, you can see the eye here. I mean, the eye. I mean, the eye is the best photo. I mean, what? I mean, there's an equal eye here. I mean, look at this. I mean, you can see eye here. I mean, you can see that kind of eye. I mean, that's the best design of the photo. I mean, it's two designs over here, which is one design, which is eye. I mean, eye and eye is the best design over here in the photo, because you can see the eye here. Those designs right there where it's the word eye is the best design of this photo. Understand? I mean, make sure you understand. But I mean, if you never even look at the eye, then what is the best design without the word I in this photo? Then it's this little signature here. It's that little signature here. In terms of that corner of the signature, and that little nice and beautiful, let's say, fleck of the actual signature right here. I mean, look at that signature there. I mean, that's the best design of the photo then. I mean, that little speck right there. I mean, that little speck right there is the best design of the photo. I mean, why is that? Because you have to understand, that's the smallest detail of the photo. I mean, that's the smallest detail of the photo. I mean, do you see that? I mean, look how small that detail is comparing it to the whole photo. So the smallest detail in a photo is the best kind of photo. Understand? But the word I is the best one. Understand? And look at this. I mean, look at the word I, and look at that little speck. I mean, how far is a little speck from the word I? I mean, humongous, isn't it? I mean, that's a humongous amount of distance to the word I, man. I mean, look at that humongous word I. Oh. I mean, you can see now what I mean. Understand? But how far is this word I, in terms of this word I to this word I? Let's connect that together. I mean, now you have the distance over here, which is I. I is the distance. I mean, do you see the I? I mean, I is the distance between that I and that I. There's a difference between I only. I is the distance of that I. Understand? I mean, you can see the I distance. I mean, do you understand how to go and see the I distance now? I'm learning something myself here, which is very beautiful. But you can see the smallest detail. I mean, you can see this little particle over here is such a further away from the I, isn't it? Because it has no word I. But the I is the only way to find the word I. But this little speck can never lead you to the word I. And that can never lead you to the word I. But the I can. And the I can definitely lead you to the word I. Understand? So that's what I'm learning. Or that's one way to do designs on your nice and beautiful life, and to make sure that you're learning and growing yourself. So then look at my nice and beautiful website here, which is my Instagram. I mean, what's the best design here? I mean, it's the word I. I mean, the word I is the best design. I mean, why is the word I the best design? I mean, the word I is the best design because it's better than my photo. I mean, look at my photo. I mean, look at my photo. I mean, my actual word I is much better than the physical I. I mean, look at my actual physical I here. I mean, do you see my physical I? I mean, the actual word I is the better design. I mean, the better design of the life is the word I. Understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, we have a humongous world today, but you can see the physical eye. I mean, do you see my physical eye in my photo over here? I mean, the physical eye is a different eye than the eye here. I mean, the word I specifically is a much better design than my physical eye. I mean, why is that? I mean, why is that? I mean, it's because it's the word I, mate. I mean, look at that word I. I mean, what's a better eye over here? I mean, the little small detail eye is a much greater eye than this one. I mean, if you see these little eyes over here, I mean, look at this eye over here. I mean, that little eye there is a word I. I mean, you see the little eye under the eye? I mean, that's a better design than the actual bigger eye. I mean, the smaller your eye, the better. I mean, you understand? But the bigger your eye, also the better. I realize all that it's all equal, isn't it? Although, guess what? The smaller detail makes up the bigger detail, doesn't it? I mean, you see that? I mean, you see the eye here? I mean, there's an eye there's a bigger detail eye, but there's a smaller detail eye. And without the small detail eye, there is no bigger eye. Understand? I realize now that's a nice and beautiful way to see the notion of that too. So make sure you understand it no matter what. You guys can see the best kind of design on my Instagram profile is the word I here. It's never my image, but the word I is the actual image. I mean, the image of I is the image of I of the word I. I mean, that's who I am in terms of the image of my life. I mean, Danny Milvojevic image right here. I mean, that's never my image right here. Whereas my image is this little word I here. I mean, it's little word I. I mean, this word I is my image. Whereas now, do I have to choose? Whereas now, Jesus Christ says that he'd rather be which I over here? I mean, Jesus Christ says the bigger I, the better. I mean, the bigger the I, the better. Understand? I mean, ask Jesus Christ always what to do. Understand? But make sure you understand that the bigger your eye, the better. Understand? So that's why I'm saying that I'm the biggest eye in the universe. I'm the biggest word I in the universe, man. Understand? So you have to understand to increase the word I, yeah? So that's what you guys have to do. And that's what I do always in my nice and beautiful dictionary of life. Is I go and increase my eye as much as I can to have the bigger eye picture. That's why I'm teaching you guys the design over here. But that's where I am. I mean, or as the image of Danny Milvojevic and the image of life that you see is the word I. And it's a bigger I. I mean, it's a bigger I. I mean, it's right this one. I mean, this eye right here is the biggest eye you've ever seen in your life in terms of a word I. But you've never seen a bigger eye than that. But try to find a bigger eye than that. And try to find a bigger eye than that. And try to see a bigger picture eye. And go and draw it on a paper. And go and draw a bigger eye on that. And go and draw a bigger eye in terms of a word I. And say that's your word I. And keep increasing that word I. In different ways. I realize now, my Instagram over here, I mean, you guys can see already, I've already gave you some nice beautiful Instagram notions over here. I'm making sure you understand my pictures over here of my Instagram are straightforward, and you can see the nice and beautiful ways of life over here. So I'm understanding that nice and beautiful design is done. But look at my nice and beautiful design over here. I mean, I'm somebody who went and lost some weight today. I understand that you guys also understand that in my seminar. And you have to understand straight away that you can see the nice and beautiful design of my architecture of my body here. You can see the design, and you can see the design of my bigger body. But what is the better body here? I mean, you can see it's the right body. I mean, you can see it's the better body. I mean, understand? But nobody's wrong or right. I mean, just understand that my actual photo here looks much better than this photo here. So just understand those designs, and understand that no matter what, you must understand that what's important right here is focusing on a greater way of life, to understand that I have come so far because you can see my Instagram and how my life was and everything like that. Because guess what? I realize my life now is looking better. You can see how I understand that. You've seen my fashion photos. I mean, look how I was. I mean, you guys seen my fashion photos, yeah? I mean, look at my photos now. I mean, you can see my photos now, though. I mean, you can see how I'm ready to go and do a greater job. And I'm actually ready to go office works and get my business cards now. But I'm understanding that what's important is do that nice beautiful content in words all the time, and just go and fly by all the time to see exactly my differences of life over here. So I have different differences over here. I have different ways of doing my stories. I have different ways of acapelling my actual project here, and I can show you my different projects in different ways as well. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that if you see this nice and beautiful photo, I mean, look at me. I mean, you guys seen my nice and beautiful images now, but look at that. And that's how that's how I was before. I was actually very different, wasn't I? I mean, this was in Innsbruck in 2016. I mean, this is in 2021. I mean, this one here. I mean, this is in 2020. I mean, that's 2020, but I'm 2021 now. I'm much better than that. I'm much better than all that now. I'm looking much better now. I'm making sure I understand that what's important right now is looking much better. So you can see a difference in my persona and how I look now. You can see that photo. I mean, you can see the photo right here. I mean, you can see how I was. So you can see the difference over here. I mean, you can see how I have less hair here because I've been doing some laser treatment. And you can see straight away how the laser treatment is actually working. And you can see the differences between the laser treatment. I look much better here with laser treatment, yeah? I mean, you can see that. So get yourself some laser treatment if you want. But make sure you understand that also to make sure you're looking healthier. And you can see the gut over here. I mean, look at my gut. And you can see the gut here, and you can see my gut here. I mean, so I'm looking much better in the right photo, and you can see I have a tan. I mean, over here, I have a photo of me in Cairns. I was in Cairns, Australia. You can see the tan already. I mean, once you go to Cairns, then you have a tan like this, right away. I mean, so straight away you can see the chest hair. I mean, look at the chest hair in the laser treatment, man. I mean, it's real. I mean, so you can see straight away how it goes. And then also what you need to do is realize this. They have a bit more hair than this now. But making sure you understand that hair grows back a bit. But make sure you understand that what you need to do is grow yourself. It's more like that. I mean, it's more how it is right now. Whereas that's how it is right now. But making sure that no matter what, I have more hair in terms of less hair now on me. But making sure you understand that I have more hair over time. And making sure that's something nice and beautiful to have more hair over time. But making sure you have less hair in other places of your body is nice and beautiful too. But making sure you understand that maybe you want to have hair or beard hair in terms of beard hair over time in other ways, then you can. But make sure you understand that no matter what, it's more how you can have less or more hair whenever you want. I understand that for myself, I have to have more hair over time and also less hair in other parts of my body. And that's how I understand life. So for example, with that photo, I'll show you this photo here, and you can see a difference over here. For example, I look much better on the right side of here than the left side. I mean, in a sense, so you can see straight away how my differences of life is accounting for a better way of life over here. And I mean, that was when it's around 34 kilograms of loss in terms of life. And I understand that no matter what, I have much better than that now. I'm learning how to just go and persuade myself to keep going. But now, as you guys can see straight away, then my video over here is showing you in terms of my actual images over here, is showing you how my Mega Drive shows my laptop images of quotes inside of my laptop. You can see it has this kind of display screen. So what you do is you just go through everything quickly, and then make sure that no matter what, you guys can see my nice and beautiful PDF files also in my Mega Drive. You can see the nice and beautiful laptop version of the images. You can see that you guys can open that. You guys can go and read all that information I wrote. And also, for example, you guys can see the display screen, and that's a new display screen now of Mega Drive and how it looks like. And before it was an older piece of equipment, but now it's a newer piece of equipment. But guess what? Approaching now, you guys can see how the gigabytes of my videos over here. And make sure you have that many gigabytes in your phones always, and more than that. And make sure you understand that you guys have this many courses in your life and more in terms of life. And make sure that no matter what, you guys have the dates over here and much more about when my videos are posting every single day online. You can go always check on your laptop as well to see the newest updates of my videos. And you guys can always click on my link to see that with your laptops and with your phones, which is something new for myself also. And then you can see the demonstration of the videos and how my titles, you can see the titles of the videos. And you can download it straight into your laptop, or you can download it straight into your phones, whatever you want. And you can download my content in any kind of device today. So you can use Mega Drive for that. And then you can see the nice and beautiful videos in terms of how you can see my videos and actual thumbnails behind the videos. And that's how they look. That's how they look like on the laptop. I understand, but it looks similar on that nice and beautiful phone, just with a different screen, yeah? But that's a laptop screen. I mean, this is a laptop screen to just show you different areas of life over here. And also I'm making sure that from that point, I can show you something different over here. And I can show you how I was before. I mean, you guys can see over here that I have a nice and beautiful video of myself over here, where I was recording myself over here. But you can see the actual photo and how I was, yeah? I mean, you can see how fat I was. I was very fat. Just like in that 2016 actual photo, but somehow differently. I'm somehow different in this photo, in terms of this video, from that actual photo. But here, I'm doing much better than the other one. I'm doing much better here than my actual photo over there in Innsbruck. Understand? So you can see that little video notion right there. You can actually find that course in the course 5. I mean, that's course 5 in the how-to series of how to help men. I mean, so you can go and check that out in my how-to series in my actual Mega Drive. And then over here, you guys can see straight away how I'll lead you to see, for example, the different notions of the videos inside of the actual content on a laptop. And on a laptop, it's just like that. And you can see straight away how you guys can feel the notion over here about the actual videos of what courses you can actually make in Mega Drive and how you can place all your courses just like me inside your Mega Drive. And these are all courses and all 1 hour courses in these videos and more. I'm saying I have more than that. I'm better than that. I mean, just make sure that you understand straight away how you can go and make all these courses on Mega Drive and download them into your phone whenever you want, and then also upload it into YouTube whenever you want. But also store it online somewhere. I mean, you can make all these videos come true and store it in an online storage somewhere on Mega Drive, just like I am doing right now. And I never can lose this information because it's in Mega Drive. I can never lose this information. I can always download it into my phone, is what I'm saying. So you guys can always do that for yourself. And also over here is another type of display screen I want to show you, that you can see the different types of lists. I mean, you can do a list like that, or you can go and do that in Mega Drive. You have 2 display screens, but look at the nice and beautiful way of life over here, and just have more than that, and just make sure they understand that Unsplash over here is the website, and go to the Unsplash website over here, and that's something that's my nice and beautiful Instagram Unknown Mother Nature, and where I use all those photos for my Unknown Mother Nature type of vibe over here. So as you go and see my video over here, and you have to see the video. So no matter what, I hear you guys saying, I need to see the video of this. So look at the video. Look at that. I mean, there's a big difference now when I show a video or a demonstration like this, and how you can see the photos. I just grab any photos, man. I grab any photos of Mother Nature where there's no people in it. So for example, you can see, for example, how I do that. So every single day, if you go and see my Unknown Mother Nature photos and vibes over here, you can understand straight away how I'm doing life and how I can make all these images come true in my life. And you can also see straight away how I'm doing life in a great way.